Are you looking for the best 3-room tent? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best 3-room tent on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Core Instant Cabin 12-Person Tent. We're starting off with a 12-person tent reeking of simplicity and practicality, spacious with the 3 rooms you need to fit your party. These rooms are separated by removable dividers, letting you have a large open floor space in the daytime, which is a fantastic option for family and friend bonding. They're accessible through the center vestibule, which contains front and back doors to the outside. Each room has large windows with mesh to keep out bugs and rain, excluding the center room. The center has huge doors with the same bug mesh, fantastic for a view to the outside and excellent ventilation. This mesh, along with the polyester tent and fly fabric, is excellent at keeping you dry. The included H20 block technology helps with this. However, several users had issues with leaks at the seams, so consider some seam seal if camping in the rain. The Core 12-Person Instant Cabin Tent fares better in the wind. The steel tent states and telescoping steel poles hold steady. The nature of the poles allows for a simple, swift setup. They're pre-attached, letting you set it up in 2 minutes or less. It's easily done with one person, but customers feel it's easier with a friend. Overall, the Core 12-Person Instant Tent is a durable camping tent with a minor issue that provides privacy and bonding space in one. At number 2. Ozark Trail 3-Room Instant Cabin 12-Person Tent. If you want something even bigger with more of a cabin experience, consider this Ozark Trail tent. The tent's overall size is smaller than our top pick, but it has more headroom, and the rooms have a more spacious feel. One of the key features of the Ozark Trail 3-room tent is the 7 closable bug mesh windows. They let in light, making it feel roomier than it is. The 2 doors have the same mesh. On the inside, the removable room dividers roll back, letting the window light shine throughout the tent, but there's still a separate feel to the 3. If you want even more light, step outside under the 68D polyester rainfly awning, which is ideal for socializing outside in the shade. The rainfly and tent fabric on the Ozark Trail are both excellent and waterproof, pairing with steel poles and stakes to provide a stable and durable experience. If you're inside and in a rainstorm but need some extra ventilation, you can open the floor vents and let some more air in. Unfortunately, though the Ozark Trail 12-person tent is sturdy in harsh weather, it's not the best around trees or rocks. Customers found that the lightweight material rips easily, so try to keep away from stray branches and ground debris. Be extra careful during its swift and simple setup, too, although assembly takes longer than the 2 minutes advertised. Still, despite its downfalls, it's still an incredible family camping tent. At number 3. Coleman WeatherMaster Tent, 6/10 Person. Here's another fantastic tent that does its 3-room occupancy differently. It's a 6-person tent, and those 6 people fit neatly into the inner room, which comes with an optional room divider to make it 2 rooms. The 3rd room is a spacious 6 by 9 foot screen room. Alternatively, the 10-person version comes with 3 full rooms but no screen room. The screen room has various uses. 1. If you cover the screen room with a tarp, you can make it an additional sleeping space if you have a larger family but only a 6-person tent. 2. Storage for luggage. 3. Socialization by day. It's a fantastic place to put out folding chairs, sit around and chat while staying free of bugs. It's transparent on all sides, letting you view your nature-filled surroundings without having to endure the annoyances that come with it. It's a reasonably strong mesh, matching the sturdiness of the polyester tent fabric and rainfly, along with the steel poles and stakes. However, it has a downside: this tent is not as waterproof as the name would suggest. Coleman's WeatherTech system does come with this tent. It includes features like inverted seams and waterproof tent floors. However, the weather resistance of this tent could be improved. This tent needs waterproofing spray treatment and seam seal, so we recommend doing so before you take this tent out for a spin. That aside, it's a fantastic family camping tent for livability and long summer trips. A group of friends could also avail, but it's a little small and not that private despite the room divider. At number 4. Stansport Grand 6-Person Tent. Here's a family tent for people on an extreme budget. You want to try out camping, but you're not sure how well your kids will like it. Maybe they're older and a little cranky, wanting their own space and privacy. Luckily, they'll get their privacy by night in this family camping tent. It features 2 sleeping pods at either end, with a central living area. However, the room dividers don't reach the floor, so for complete privacy, bring a few cushions to line the gap. Other than that, there aren't any standout features to the end. It has an electrical cord port for those tech-addicted teens, though if you're camping for a technology detox, perhaps use it for lights or a heater instead. You may need some artificial light, as the tent has no windows. On the bright side, the material is thin, so it may let in some level of light. Its thin nature can be troublesome around the zippers, as some users had issues with it ripping. Being more optimistic, the metal poles and stakes held steady. It's not bad for a budget bike, just be gentle with it and avoid camping in harsh winds and around scratchy branches. At number 5. Coleman Connectable 3-person and 6-person tent. This friend or family tent bundle is for a 6-person and 3-person tent, but you can connect 3 tents to the 6-person tent. Rather than getting one large tent with 3 rooms, why not go extra private with the Coleman connecting tents? Each tent is an instant cabin tent on its own, and when connected, you have a little network of sleeping pods and living areas. Each tent is of equal quality, decently waterproof with sealed seams, withstanding winds over 35 miles per hour. It's the same story whether you use them separately or apart. The pre-attached steel poles make the setup easy. The trickiest part will be zipping them together. Be sure you don't block off the electrical cord port while you're attaching them. As for how many tents you can attach, with a large enough flat clearing, the options for separate rooms are unlimited. The 6-person tents have 3 attachment points for 6 or 3-person tents, so theoretically, you could have 4 6s attached, each of the additional 3 with 1 6 on, then a few 6s on those. Of course, the larger the tent you attach, the less room you have to connect more. 3 6s side by side will block some of the attachment ports. So maybe it's better to stick to the 3 and the 6 and a few more 3s as needed, unless you want true luxury.